Hi guys, it's me. I'm back. I wanted to go over some markets that I've been doing with you guys. So take a seat, grab your crochet hook, grab something to drink, and let's get to it.
Thank you so much. We are at about 2 o'clock today, so just trying to update a little bit what we have going on. Had to rearrange things quite a bit because things are selling. Did way better than I was expecting today. Like, I'm almost out of bees. This is filled in with other stuff because it's pretty empty. I've only got half my cats left. Like, doing really well. Okay guys, I'm popping back on because I'm just giving you an update. We are at the end of day 1. I've taken down some of my baskets and shelves on this side because we are really dwindling. I've sold a ton. I did sell the jumbo flower embroidered turtle that I had, along with the very cool detailed dragon that I brought. I've sold a lot of kitties. My beaver's up there now. I've sold out of my turtles, most of my bees, a lot of different things. See, it's a little bare. I did sell out of the light colored plants. So I know what I can tell you is that I made over $800 today, which is super abnormal for a spring market. I haven't done this one before, but let me tell you, I'll be back. All right, bye guys. Okay guys, I'm popping on because I'm at the end of my 2-day show here, May 4th and 5th. We were at May Garden Mart in Franklin. So yesterday I made over $900 in sales, and today I made over $400 in sales. And this is not what I was expecting at a garden mart. Everyone's selling flowers and whatnot, and they let me in because I crocheted plants. So I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to show you what I have left. I have everything condensed down to one table as I'm working on tearing down. We are done at 4, but we're expecting thunderstorms to hit like at 4 o'clock. So everyone's packing up now. So I'm going to turn you around and show you what I got. So kind of just to give you an idea of what's going on. All right. So I've already taken the hat and the purse off my lady. But no luck selling crop tops this weekend, but gave some cards out for some custom orders. But this right here is all that I have left for toys. I completely sold out of the turtles that I had. So I went home and I made 15 more last night. It was up till 4 a.m. I only have 3 cats left. I only 1 baby bee left. Like, only 1 froggy left. 1 mushy boy left. I sold a lot of my big stuff as well, and some plants. So like, this is what I have, and I'm really excited to go home and do the math and figure it all out. I know that at the end of the day yesterday I had sold over 50 items, and my average sale was about $16 per sale. So let me know. We got people honking cars. Honking horns. Yeah, let me know what you think. If you need patterns for anything, let me know. I can link them in the comments, and I'll catch you with the breakdown afterwards. Bye. Hey guys, I wanted to pop on here real quick because I had a market this past weekend, and forgive my appearance, my hair is just doing crazy things today. So all right, let me open it up, give you the details. Yesterday was May 4th and 5th. I was set up at May Garden Mart in Franklin, Pennsylvania. On Saturday, we were set up from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. and then on Sunday from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. So I'm just going to give you the breakdown as to how many of each that I sold,
and then I'll go over the details. Okay, so to start off, I sold 8 mini loaf cats for $15 each, 4 tiny chickens for $10 each, 9 leggy froggies for $15 each, 1 Elsa Lovey for $30. I sold 3 jellyfish of different sizes. There was one $20 one, one $25 one, and one $30 one. I did sell a Granny Stitch bandana for $15. I sold 13 tiny turtles made with Sweet Snuggles Light for $10 each. I sold 3 of the Jelly Bean bunnies for $10 each. One of which, I have to laugh, there was this little boy. He couldn't choose between a loaf cat or a bunny because the cat had a butthole and the bunny didn't. So he bought the bunny because I added a butthole on the spot. It was amazing. Then I sold 2 of my mini ice cream cone pattern for $15 each. I sold 1 mini Godzilla, which if you look online, it's labeled as a baby dinosaur, but it looks like a miniature chunky Godzilla to me. So I made it with burlap blanket and sold it for $15. I made 1 jumbo mushy boy with the burlap blanket extra. It's as big as my head. I sold it for $40. I sold 6 of the free Triceratops pattern by Club Crochet. I make it with burlap velvet yarn and it makes them itty bitty, and I sold those at $10 each. I sold 3 of my Ari axolotl patterns for $10 each. I sold a jumbo sea turtle from Crochet by Jenna's pattern, the jumbo one, for $75. It was pink and it had white flowers embroidered onto it. With burlap blanket, it turns out about yay big, so that gives you a comparison. I pattern tested for somebody who makes Hermes turtle, and I made it in 2 different sizes. The one I sold for $15 and the other I sold for $20. Then I made the same tiny chicken pattern with burlap blanket yarn and sold 1 of them for $15. Then I sold 2 mini cows. I have a pattern that's going to be coming out for a mini ball Highland cow. Sold those for $15 each. I sold 1 mini octo, like with the baubles around the bottom, for $10. I sold 7 mini bees, the bauble bees, for $10 each. I sold 1 of the mini long neck dinos, the free pattern on Instagram, for $15. I bought the 4-in-1 plant pack that it was all over Instagram recently, and I sold 1 pothos plant for $30, and the string of pearls plant for $30, and the spiral plant for $30. I sold 1 of my Martha chicken patterns for $18. I pattern tested recently for somebody a bunny, and I think it looks like Floppy from Bluey. I sold it for $30. I also pattern tested a dragon pattern by Naughty Pod recently, and it was silver and with like dark gray accents, and it was pretty big. I sold it for $50. I sold 2 of the mini mushy boys yesterday for $13 each. And I sold a big bee with a floral crown by S&H Design for $25. So that was all on Saturday, day 1. I sold 56 items for a total of $946 in sales. Then I got $25.30 in tips, which is amazing. And there were $25.72 in square fees. So my average sale on Saturday was about $16.89, and the day broke down to about $118 an hour, which is super cool. So then we move on to day 2, and I sold a large Triceratops, so it's the same Triceratops pattern with like Parfait XL for $25. Then I sold a medium T-Rex, which it's a free pattern on Instagram that they make it with acrylic yarn and I make it with burlap blanket yarn, and I sold it for $15. Then Crochet by Jenna's No Sew Dragon pattern, I sold it for $25. I made mine in pixie dust yarn, so it turned out a lot smaller. And then I also sold Refined Vibes Posy Dragon pattern for $40, and it was with Sweet Snuggles Light. Then I also did a mouse pattern for the April Crochet Challenge last month, and I sold it for $22. And then I also pattern tested Crochet by Jenna's Opossum Snuggler recently, and I sold it for $30 as well. Now the funny thing is there were so many, the people who saw the possum, they thought that it was dead. They thought it was roadkill. They didn't understand that it was supposed to be a snuggler, so that was hilarious. And now next time I make it, I need to make it with little X's for eyes, so that way it's, you know, more realistic. Because I guess depending on where you live in the world, it might be more popular to see a possum as roadkill. And I know where I live in Pennsylvania, there are always roadkill possums, which is sad. You know, it's very sad, but also kind of funny. Now I did sell, so I gave you the numbers for my totals in previous things, but some things that I also sold on Sunday were some cats, some tiny chickens, the leggy froggies, the tiny turtles, the little bunnies, the little triceratops, a mini cow, a mini bee, and a mushy boy. Now those numbers are already reflected in previous numbers. So my day 2 sales, I sold 29 items for a total of $450 in sales. I did get $10.25 in tips, and I had $6.77 in square fees. So my average sale on day 2 was about $15.52, and my hourly wage broke down to about $64.28 per hour. So if you add both days together, I sold 85 items total out of 151 items that I brought. Now this number does not count the crop tops that I brought or the sweaters because none of them sold. So 0 out of those sold, so I'm not counting those. But I literally sold over 50% of what I brought, which is insane. Absolutely insane. So my total fees for this event were $32.49. And that's just square fees. My vendor fee was $85. So I guess my total fees break down to $117.49. My total tips for this event were $35.55. My total sales were $1,396. I was blown away. Like, so take out the square fees, add in the tips. I was at $1,399.06. So not even a dollar shy of $1,400. But then you take out the vendor fee and we're down to $1,314.06 as my profit. I'm blown away. Absolutely blown away. Now, out of those sales, $658.55 were sales made through Square. And the remaining $737.45 was through cash. Which seems strange because there was one little boy who did give me change, but I didn't count the change. So I don't really know where that comes from. But I was blown away. Absolutely blown away. I was not expecting it at all. So if you break it down, my average sale for both days was about $16.42. And my average hourly wage was $93.07 per hour. I can say that this is, out of every show between all last year in this year, this is my third best market weekend, like if you break it down per day. The only ones that were better was in second place is the Fire and Ice Festival that I did in December of last year. It was a one-day market. And then the Waterfire Festival in July, that is also a one-day market. So I don't even know what to say, guys. Like, this is literally, it's a garden market. The only people who are there are selling plants or stuff for your garden. So to get in there, I had to make crocheted plants, which is totally fine. I mean, I wanted to. So I did. I had the jumbo turtle that was embroidered with flowers. I had a sunflower sea turtle. There was the pink panther that has flowers on the feet. I had actual fake plants. I did the bloomling patterns, which none of those sold, actually. But like all of the string of, the spiral plants, they all sold, which was really amazing. So I'm going to make more of those because I think that they'll do really well. I'm excited to hopefully do this again next year. I can say that this market is most definitely in the running for giving me my best sales month of the year. Like, it's definitely my best sales month of this year, but compared to last year, my profit per month, like, this could beat it, maybe. So we'll see. I do have another weekend or another market this coming Friday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday. And then I have another market the following Saturday, both of which should be small. So, it'll get me out of the house. It's very low vendor fee. It'll just be the time to set up, but it gets me out of the house. It gives me something to do for me. And if it's slow, then I get to sit there and just crochet. So it works for me. As long as I make back my vendor fee and the gas that it takes me to get there, it'll bring me peace and calm. So now I'm scrambling because, like I said, I sold over half of what I brought. So I have about 70 toys left. So I need to do some major market prep of like everything that I have a list of all the things that I need to make. So my market prep items that I need from market to market, I need to make tiny turtles. I need to make the chunky mushy boys, but I make the minis. I need to make the small jelly bean bunnies and the little triceratops. And I want to make more of the little T-Rex. I need to make more of the tiny chickens and my little axolotls. I need to make more mini loaf cats and jellyfish. Every time I have jellyfish, they sell like now. And it doesn't matter that they're $20 to $30. I do need to make more of the octos, the ones with actually curly legs. I want to make more of the pothos and string of pearls plants because they sold on the first day. I need to restock my mini bees. I need to make some cows because I make them periodically, but I don't really market prep them, and I think they would do well. And I want to remake my jumbo mushy boy because it's a great standout item, and I think that it even if it doesn't sell for a while, it takes up space, it fills in, it's good filler. It's one of those good attention grabbers. And then I also want to make another jumbo floral turtle. It doesn't take that long to make. I think it took me a day, and it's a big ticket item, so you can't possibly sell them if you don't make them to try. So we're gonna do it, and we're gonna try. But on top of that, I also need to restock for my local collabs. So next weekend's market is at one of the stores that I stock with items. It's the Farmhouse Antiques and Rusty stuff. And they're having like a moms and margaritas is what they're calling it. Virgin, of course. On the property. And I want to do a restock there while I'm there, so I want to add in some froggies. I want to add in some little pickles and some possums and some more. I need to add tiny turtles because I have bigger ones. I need to restock my little dinos. I need to add in more axolotls and add in tiny chickens. And I want to also give them pigs, ducks, cows, and mushies, like mushy boys. So I'm going to be crazy for the next like month. But then I also have a collab with an ice cream store local to me, and we were talking about restocking or trying a new toy. So I wanted to put tiny turtles in with their store and their colors and see how that does. So I need to make some of those in their colors. Then I also have another collab local to me, which is like a kid's, it's Christmas Little Britches. It's in Franklin, and we have 4 different $10 toys, like my $10 toys. We marked them up to 11 in her store. And I need to restock dinos and chickens in her store. Like, we still have turtles, we still have bunnies, but I have to restock dinos and chickens. So it's crazy, guys. I have so many things that I have to make, because, you know, these next 2 markets are small, and then I'll be off the following weekend, but the first weekend in June could potentially be a big market. And then after that, I'm going to be at a Pride Festival over in Ohio, and it's a 1-day thing, and I imagine that's going to do really great. So, like, I have to make all, I have to do all the things and all the colors too. So it's going to be crazy, because that's a big festival, and then there will be another small one. And then there will be our local Crawford County Pride Festival, which last year I made like $100 an hour in sales at that event. So, and we weren't even there the whole day. We had to leave because there was a storm coming in. So I have that, and then 2 weeks after that, I actually have, hey Google, turn off alarm. 2 weeks after that, I actually have my #1 sales show of the entire year. So I'm crazy. I'm crazy because I'm signed up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pattern tests right now that have to be done by May 20th.
Something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
Ignore my Google Nest. I literally have 8 pattern tests that I also have to do in the middle of all this. So bear with me, keep watching, enjoy my footage of the show, and I hope that it gives you any ideas. If you need details on patterns, leave them in the comments. If you have any suggestions at all, also leave them in the comments. But otherwise, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye! Hi guys, I just wanted to pop on real quick because I have a market tomorrow morning in like 3 hours probably. This is my kitty. But I wanted to show you what I was able to make this week for market, just in case things sell tomorrow. So tonight I was on a Friday night Zoom meeting or Zoom chat with Refined Vibes and crew on her Patreon and Discord. And of course I made this cute little chunky rainbow mini mushroom with these super cute, like, glittery confetti eyes. I got these off of AliExpress. Then I was working on a pattern test for Marlena Crochets for Oscar the Bear. This is her pattern. There is a lot of sewing involved, so beware of that. But if you would be able to crochet in the arms, and if you worked the body from foot to neck and then worked the head backwards, you could do this all one piece as well, and then you'd only have to sew on the ears, the muzzle, and the tail. But so this, she has
apparently fluff on her face. But super cute, sparkly pink eyes. I did add this white trim around the eyes. It is velvet yarn, so of course it's not the perfect look. But she's velvet, she's very cute. Then I also did a pattern test. Innocent Teddies is who designed her. So this is Gina the giraffe. I made her with like Parfait Chunky and Hobie Honey Bunny yarn. Very, very soft. So you crochet the arms and legs, you crochet the body, and crochet the limbs in. Now, with my tension and, you know, differences in how we crochet and stuff, I could have benefited by shifting my arms over by a stitch, just for placement, but that's such a minimal thing that I think I'll only notice. But then you crochet the head from the snout to the back, and the ears and the ossicones. The ears could probably be crocheted into the head. You just have to be very careful as to your placement. But then you sew the ossicones onto the head and then the head onto the body. I love how this turned out. Like, she is so damn cute. And I gave her these sparkly yellow glitter eyes. But you can see the color change in this. The muzzle is beautiful. Just beautiful. I highly recommend this pattern. She should be releasing it sometime soon. So Innocent Teddies on Instagram is the designer of this one. Then last night I needed to work up some very quick, you know, market prep friendly things because my market's tomorrow and I had only done those big things so far this week. So I decided to use the Pocket Frog pattern and just use up some scraps that I had. So I had 2 colors of green and Parfait Chunky scraps that I needed to finish. So I finished both of those. Now I may embroider a mouth on them tomorrow, I'm not real sure. But when I finished those, I also had orange in Parfait Chunky, so I did 2 of those. Then I had a small ball of Sweet Snuggles Light in pink. So there's a size comparison. And then I had a small ball of this Bernat Blanket sparkle yarn. I think it's Seafoam. And also a larger ball in this bright, what is it? I think it's Limeade green. So I was able to do 3 of the bright green ones. Bear with me, I just dropped a Pocket Frog. And then tonight, also while on the Zoom, I started market prepping some of the mini Mushy Boys because they sell really well, and I do them in Sweet Snuggles Light, and I sell them for $13 a piece. So tomorrow at my market, I will actually sew them closed and add the spots on top because I need to get some kind of sleep tonight, and I don't expect tomorrow's market to be amazing. So, my gosh, I can't keep hold of them. I did 4 in dark green. I have a pink one left, but I did 4 in this hot pink. And I really like to use these kawaii eyes with them. People love them. And then I did 6 in this bright red. So those will all be finished tomorrow at my market. Hopefully I'm able to get them done to be able to sell them. I need to buy a lint roller. And oh my gosh, I keep knocking everything down. And of course I've got a whole other Joann's reusable bag of yarn and pillow stuffing and the like to be able to crochet other things at my market, because You know, we're going to be outside. I think there's only like 6 or 7 of us vendors who are going to be there. And it's at this antique store that I have my product in. So I figured that I would go down and I would just restock the store while I'm there. It takes me an hour to get there and an hour back. It'll cost $35 and I can be set up both days. But this weekend is Mother's Day weekend. So I think I'm only going to stay for tomorrow and then tear down and not set up on Sunday. Because I want to be able to go out to breakfast with my family and hopefully take my mom out, and it'll just be really nice to be able to do that. So, and Sundays just are not good selling days for us. So that's my plan, and I will see you in the morning and give you updates throughout the day if I can. I have been asked essentially to show a step-by-step of how I set up my canopy, like how I do my setup by myself, because I always have. I don't ask for help. And so I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do that for you guys. So I will catch you in the morning. Have a great night. Bye.
Good morning. It's market day. Today is May 11th. It's the Saturday before Mother's Day. And today I will be at a antique store called Farmhouse Antiques and Rusty Stuff down in Knox, Pennsylvania. This is a store that I actually stock with some of my plushies on commission throughout the month. And they're doing a Moms and Margaritas Day. But with virgin margaritas. So that's a little sad, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll make the best of it. I know one other vendor who's going to be there. We've done a couple shows together. She's super sweet. Her name is Venetia. If you're looking for like sublimation things, like tumblers and t-shirts, crops and stuff, not crops, crew necks and stuff like that, her business is Venetia's Creations. And that's VANETIA''S. And I'm pretty sure her Facebook page or group is 2.0 on top of that. But, you know, she made my logo shirt, which, there. And another one that I have, and she's really sweet. She usually does these with her mom. But yeah, so that's where we're gonna go. It's $35 for the weekend, although like I said, tomorrow is Mother's Day, so I may or may not, I probably will not do tomorrow, so we'll find out by the end of the day. But I'll keep you updated as much as I can. I don't anticipate it being crazy busy, because there's only a few of us, and you know, stuff like this doesn't always go well. So we're gonna try, and if nothing else, then I'm gonna restock the store with stuff since I'm gonna be there, because it's about an hour away from me. So catch you when I'm done. Bye. Here. Fish. Are you good? Okay. That's part of the reason why I was messing with my stand, is I have a YouTube channel, and I have a bunch of other crocheters who are like, how the hell do you set up by yourself? So let me just show you. It turns out a hell of a lot chillier today than I was expecting. It is cool. Like, it's not even supposed to get up to 60 today. Come on, what are we doing here? My Velcro strip is trying to rip from my canopy.
Just wanted to give you guys a run through of what my booth is set up like today. I will be working on restocking mini mushrooms today because I've got a lot of markets coming up and I feel very low on inventory. I need to up my crop top game and my bandanas and my bucket hats and all that. Heck yeah, I'm talking to myself. I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to YouTube. We got Venetia over here talking shit. Don't support her. I changed my mind. I'm kidding. I restocked, I started doing pocket frogs just to kind of fill space. They're cute, used up scraps. I am working on a bag of mini mushrooms right now. But I've got so much stuff I need to redo. Also, look at this super cute, quote unquote, mini mushroom that I did yesterday. It's cute. It's very cute. Hi. I'm hopping on because it's halfway through the day. I'm being stared at. We're just gonna, we're gonna call this a shop update. It's freezing. It was raining. We're wet. It's facing me. You're good.
She's like I'm gonna stay out of the camera.
Yeah. I've made 3 sales, but it's very cold. It was supposed to be like 55, 60 today, and I'm wet, and now I'm tired. So yeah, I'll try to update. Oh God, I'll try to update you later. Okay, I'm checking back in. We're at the end of the day. Look, they're already trying to leave. Look at them. Judge them heavily.
I'm gone.
She's done.
I'm out.
Same. It's really cold. It was supposed to be like almost 60 today, and then it rained, and yeah. If the look on my face does not show like how not thrilled with today's weather I am, just know. Yeah, I got wet. It's not cool. It's not a cool thing. So I'm gonna pop you around. I had to move stuff around because it started raining. I had to move my stuff inside the walls. So I also did a restock down here at the store. My bandana on that girl is all messed up. But I took all of my dish scrubbies and I put them inside. I figured that would work better here. This is what I've got going on out here. I swapped my tiny turtles for the bigger turtles. I have 15. No. I think 6, 4, and 4. So like 14 mini mushrooms that I am working on. They're in that bag. I didn't get very far. I did sell one of the mini cows, but I need to make some more. I pulled my poppet mushrooms from inside and brought them out. I do have an axolotl, and I pulled my pickles. I also pulled my Martha chickens. But I took my leggy froggy and put it inside. I brought my chunky ones. So there's a bunch of different things, not that I can remember right now, that I swapped out. Because I think they might do better here versus at my markets, and that way I can really stock up on some of the tiny things between now and, well, next weekend, hopefully. Like, here's my girl. She got very wet today. Also, like, do you see, like, her eyelashes are trying to fall off? I don't know how to apply false eyelashes. Does anyone want to help a girl out? It's a day. But yeah, I will get on here later and I will update you with how it went. Happy Mother's Day. I look a hot mess, but we're gonna go ahead and tear down. So when you're trying to close your tent up by yourself, grab a corner, pick it up onto one leg, and shake it all the way, and then give it a big hug. See you later. You're welcome. You made it so look so easy. You know, I'm actually going to update before I go to bed while I wind this yarn ball. So today, so it's the end of the day, Sunday. Yesterday I had my market at Farmhouse Antiques and Rusty Stuff. I have product in this store, so they were doing like a moms and margaritas thing. Just to kind of bring attention to the store, sell some flowers, stuff like that. Now, it's the first time they've done it. They've only owned the place since like December, and they were taking over a previously existing business. And that business had tried to do this before, and I guess it didn't go very well. But the new owners don't exactly know how to promote something like this very well either. They've been doing very good. And I love the guy who runs it. He's really funny and very sweet. So I come down, I set up, it starts at 10 to 4, and then by noon, that's all I have left of that, by noon it starts raining, which is all fine and good. I didn't want to put my walls up though. I didn't know if it was going to start or not. I didn't think I was going to come today because it's supposed to be crappy weather. I'd been in a lot of pain. It's Mother's Day. So I wasn't putting my walls up because I was going to bring it back down that night. But I decided to help my vendor neighbor put up hers. And we had so much fun until I went to reach to, like, I picked up the canopy to try to attach the Velcro and just dumped freezing cold rainwater down my face. I was soaked. I was soaking wet and just uncomfortable and freezing cold, and I could not get warm at all. Like, I even went into my car and got a blanket. I felt like I was falling asleep. It was really, really bad. So, by the end of the day, I sold 3 things. That's it, just 3. And I'll even bring up my notes here. Okay, so yeah, so yesterday was the 11th. I guess we were there from 10 until 5, not 10 to 4. It cost me $35 to set up, and then I bought like $8.50 in food. I sold 3 things. I sold a $10 tiny turtle, a $15 mini cow, and a $35 crop top. I made $60 yesterday. That's the worst I've done in a very long time. So my average sale was $20, which is higher than most. But we were there, I was there setting up probably about 8 o'clock and then was still there until like 6:30. So I ended up making about $5.71 per hour, which is not okay. And if you add up all of my fees, I had $43.50 in fees. So I profited $16.50. It was miserable. It was a whole miserable day. Now, this isn't to say that I wouldn't try this again in the future. You know, I might. I just might be a little more active on my own to promote it as well. And pay attention to the weather better. But when I do update this, I mean, you're going to see I've been crocheting a ton. I'm going to put a lot of it in hyperlapse, but I want to try to have more like updates and stuff. So I just showed you
I just finished one of the Plushie Co. mini squids, and I used these sparkly blue glitter eyes. It's super cute. I want to say this is the Hobie yarn. It is. It's Honey Bunny Hobie yarn. Now I'm trying to use this in the Parfait Chunky Up because I don't intend on buying more when I run out. And not for any reason other than the fact that I really don't like the small ball sizes. I much prefer like a 10.5 ounce skein of yarn. I don't want to have to keep like running out and then getting a new ball all the time. I also think that the smaller balls is a strategic way to con us out of more money. Which, call me a conspiracy theorist, I don't know. The Hobie Honey Bunny, it's super soft. I love how soft it is, but I wish it was a little thicker. I wish it was more on par with Sweet Snuggles light size. Which, I mean, I don't have a case for that. As for the Parfait Chunky, I feel it feels a lot waxier. Like, it is soft, but it sheds the same. It's the same thickness. It looks about the same. I'd say that they have pretty similar colors, but Hobie has better colors actually. And I feel like Parfait Chunky was probably a little bit cheaper per ball. They're about the same size and all that. I don't really remember at the moment, but I definitely prefer the Hobie Honey Bunny more than the Parfait Chunky. But I'm just trying to get rid of it so that way it's out of my stash and I have more room for all of the like Sweet Snuggles Light and Bernat Blanket and stuff that I just bought. So be on the lookout for that because I definitely have a yarn haul coming. I'm waiting. So I put an order in at Michael's, I put an order in at Joann's, and I put an order in through Premier. It's a problem. So I'm gonna stash bust this ball, not tonight because I have to go to bed. I'm volunteering at Book Fair tomorrow and Thursday and Friday at my kid's school. So I need to sleep because I have to wake up early to take him to school. But I want to finish this. I'll probably make like a couple pocket frogs with it. I think. Well, I guess I have to weigh it to figure. Oh, did I even write down? Uh-oh. I had weighed it initially to figure out how much yarn I started with. And then I forgot to weigh. I forgot the number, I forgot to write it down. Oh no. Oh crap. Okay. I was trying to weigh this to see how much it cost me to make. Just to see if my pricing's on par. A lot of my stuff realistically, so I would say that more than half of my market prep items are profiting more than 100%, including my hourly wage. But, I mean, some things are not. I have to adjust. Sorry, this is not twisting up the right way. But yeah, so I want to make more of these because I've been making the jellyfish, and it doesn't matter if they're $20, $25, $30, $35, they're selling every single time. And like, this is so small and cute. I feel like this would also do really well. Like, I think even if I only did 5 tentacles instead of the 10 that comes with it, it would probably still do really well and save me time. But yeah, I wanted to show you this. I think I popped on earlier too. So I also did a jellyfish. This is Emmy's Crochet Creations. This is Plushie Co. So both in the same yarn, about the same size realistically. Probably used more yarn because of the tentacles. And then I also showed you earlier that I was able to get 10 leggy froggies out of one skein of this yarn and a pocket frog. So this is probably what I'm gonna make with the rest of this, and they'll be a lot smaller. I'll sell them for $8. And then I need to sew my ends in and add spots to these mini mushy boys. I showed you earlier that I did those too, and I have 14 of these. And these are all things, like I did all of the froggies yesterday and today. I did all of the mushy boys Friday night, and then the jellyfish and the squid today, and the pocket frog. So tomorrow at book fair, I'm gonna take with me, I'm gonna take a skein of white, black, and I think cream, possibly, of the Bernat blanket colors, and I'm gonna make up, I'm gonna do mini loaf cats tomorrow. Because they're really easy, like I have the pattern right on my phone. I'll be able to do it really quick in between like students and classes and stuff at the school, because I'm gonna be there all day. So that's my goal. And then maybe tomorrow evening I want to do up more of these squids. Like I really want to stash bust this yarn, but I'm trying, like I need to do up market prep things. So the squids and the jellyfish are doing really well, so I need to make some of those because they're my higher price things. For this size, generally like these are $20. And they're only like 6 inches tall, just about. So, the jellyfish, or the squid's a little bit taller. So like maybe this would be 20 and this would be 25. I don't know yet, I'll find out. But I brought down earlier 3 different skeins of variegated Bernat blanket to make some bigger jellyfish and squid as well. Same small patterns, just bigger product. Makes it easy that way. Just have the same thing in different sizes and different prices. But I just wanted to pop on and update you, and I will check in maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Good night. Hi guys. I am popping on because we are working our way through all of these markets. So we are in the month of May, and one of the markets that I did not do a breakdown for was the Cooperstown Church Market. So I live in Cooperstown. So this was a church event literally 5 minutes from my house. How nice. It was on May 18th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. They had a vendor fee for $20. You had to donate 2 individual things. So I donated a tiny pocket frog worth $8 and a medium-sized bunny, which would have been $15 for me. I did spend $7 in food as well. It wasn't a fantastic day in the long run, I will tell you that, but it worked out because it was 5 minutes from my house, so it's a bit more than I would have just sitting at home. So let's get started. It'll be quick. We've only been doing this for a minute. So to start off, I sold 4 mini loaf cats for $15 each. I sold 1 potted plant for $20, 1 mini bee for $10, 2 tiny chickens for $10, and 2 medium octos for $15. So in total, I sold 10 items. Not great. And I had a total of $141 in sales, or $140 in sales. On, like I said, on any normal account, this would not be a good thing. But it's more than what I would have made by staying at home. So I had about $1.80 in fees, plus $20 vendor fees, so there's $21.80 plus $7 food, $28.80, so about $29 in fees. So that brings us down to about $111, and then I also got a $3.44 tip. So my total was right around $114 profit. So that's very exciting. for a day, you know. If I was working, because I work as a CNA, at least I was, if I worked a 10-hour shift, making my $14 an hour, I would have made almost that. So I wasn't there for 10 hours, it was 10 to 3, so that's 5 hours plus 3 hours set up and tear down. So that's 8 hours. So it works out. You know, would I do this market again? Probably not. No. It was very hot. Hey look, new Instagram follower. Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. So that looks like it's the end of the May markets. You know, I'll get a video out before too long for that one too. But for now, if you like market day videos, go back in the playlist, check any of my previous market day videos. I am trying something a little different where, because I'm doing so many markets in a month, I'm trying to condense them down into one video. So like 2 markets. So like March market video, April market video, May market video, so on and so forth. It cuts down how much editing I have to do per video. So they will be a little bit longer, but they won't be individual videos. So until the next time, make sure that you are subscribing to my channel, like this video, comment down below, let me know what you're working on. Let me know what I can improve on. I'm always looking to improve, so be sure to let me know down below what you think. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!